What's going on, guys? My name's Alonso. Welcome back to the channel. I am currently weaving this dream catcher weave in this trampoline, and as you can see, I've made some pretty good progress doing the fill. The dream catcher portion of the pattern itself is already done, and I have that out, so you can go check that out. I'll put the thumbnail here and the link to that video down below in the bio. So today I thought I would try something new. One of the things that you guys have been requesting for quite some time now is just to watch me weave and talk less. So today I have this GoPro on this head mount, and the idea is to just let this roll for 20, 30, I don't know, 40 minutes until the battery just kind of dies, and just post a really, really long uncut version of me just weaving POV style for you guys to enjoy and learn from. And I thought I would throw some commentary in there as I was doing things and like why I was doing certain things and whatnot. I just thought it'd be really helpful, but this is my first time doing a video like this, so I would really appreciate it if you guys could give me some feedback down in the comments below. So let me know what you guys think of this video. I'm gonna try this for the first time ever. It's gonna be kind of a long one, so if you just kind of want to sit back, relax, and enjoy, feel free to hit that 2x playback speed down below and just kind of enjoy some tips. I'll do my best to make sure that this video is of value to you guys. I know you guys have been wanting to see me just weave for a while, and that's what we're doing today. So real quick before we begin, hit that like and subscribe button down below. My analytics show that most of you guys are still not subscribed to the channel, which is crazy because I've gotten a lot of new subscribers over the past couple months. And by the way, thank you guys so much for that. You guys have invigorated some stoke. Second of all, I will be selling these trampoline nets once they're done. I'm just building them for fun and to have something to showcase at public parks and things like that. But I always want to build, so if you guys give me a reason to, I won't stop. If you're interested in one of these or in a standard Treenet, go ahead and visit my website. I'll put the link here on the screen as well as down in the description. And if you guys are looking for some paracord or rope products, I'll throw some coupon codes down below. If you buy through those coupon codes, you get a discount and I get a little bit of a cut, so it's a win-win situation. Go check out all those links. Thank you guys so much, and for the rest of this video, we're just gonna weave, so enjoy. Okay, so just before I begin weaving, I'm on this strand right here. I've done all of this here, 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 and the goal is to kind of just work all the way around in a spiral until all these big gaps are just full. And once I hit the like smaller gaps around the middle, I'm gonna stop, and that's gonna be the end of this weave. So got this like kind of black and yellow vibe going, which I think is super dope. Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one. One of the challenges with this weave so far, because every weave has its unique set of challenges, is these guys. So because this angle here is so steep, this hitch keeps sliding back this way, so I have to keep tension on these ropes like all the time, and also try not to over tension them. I normally advocate for max tension throughout the whole thing, but it's kind of hard to do during this phase of the weave. I more so get the tension when I come across and make these horizontal lines. Yeah, so I'm just making a bunch of triangles, and I'm gonna keep doing this. So see, that's what I mean. See how this slid? That's one of the challenges. If I don't keep tension on this piece of cord, this will slide down like this, and that's been kind of a pain. Yeah, and then right here, I'm gonna cut to this side now. Yeah, so the paracord get twisted every now and then, and anytime it gets knotted like this, I make sure to deal with it right away, because then it just becomes a huge pain. And the name of the game here is efficiency, so I like to try to be real efficient with all of my motions. Yeah, and it's coming out real nice. I'm getting real stoked on this project. So here's a knot. Honestly, I kind of like knots because if one of my pieces of cord wants to slide, I'll show you right now. But if this piece of cord tries to slide, it just kind of butts right there and can't go any further. So knots aren't like a bad thing. Some people really don't like knots in their weaves. I'm okay with them personally, but everyone's gonna have their own thoughts and opinions on those kinds of little nitpicky details. And see, some of these are loose now over here, but that's okay because when we come and like bring a bunch of tension in here, they'll tighten right back up. Now I'm gonna work my way backwards through here. That one slid a little bit, so I'm gonna try to keep everything in place as best as I can. But when angles are so steep like this, things are just gonna slide, and there's really not a whole lot we can do about that. Yeah, we got lots of sliders. That's okay though. We still love them. Now what I like to do, I like to hit that yellow. Do a little bit of just like random pattern here. So like I'll go here, come back here. Kind of cool because it makes this like almost little star shape here. Got a knot, so I'm gonna take care of that. So I'm just gonna get a little bit creative here. Gonna go back up here. And then right here, I'm just making these like smaller than I need to, only because it's like playing pinball. Whenever I do something like this, I wanna make sure that I'm gonna be happy with the weave, so I make sure to keep my angles right. Yeah, now that I've got some horizontal through this, most of these knots are gonna stay in place a lot better and slide around much less. And then you can really get into the flow of it once you've got a good idea of what you're doing. Like, this is my favorite part, just kind of getting into it and really just going ham. And then when I finish it off, there's a lot of different ways to do this, but I like to just kind of tie a barrel around the main strand here. But I've seen this done many different ways. Really doesn't matter how you do it. Even just that clove hitch by itself would technically hold, but because I'm gonna be taking this one down and tension's gonna be relieved on it a bunch and stuff, I'd rather have a little bit of a backup here. And these are always a little bit of a pain, but oh, there we go. And then now I would just come back to this later and give it a nice little cut right here. And that's kind of what I'm doing for all of these shapes, is just this, but a lot of the time I just kind of weave more an insanity pattern, which is just kind of randomness, which those are really cool. This is more of a pattern with like a little bit of insanity, like this one a little off, and like this is different, and like this is different. But all this here for the most part is like really structured and really patterned. I don't usually weave like this, but for this particular net, I thought it would look cool. So now we're gonna take a new piece of cord. Handy dandy knife here. Cut it, make sure to close the knife so it don't get stabbed later. And then we just are going to repeat that process all over again. So here we go. So we're gonna start here. And with this particular weave, the beginning, just doing these triangles is really the hard part. If I was doing the insanity method, this weave would actually be so much easier because I wouldn't have things sliding around everywhere. because the angles would actually make sense. But, you know, I'm kind of made my bed and I'm gonna lay on it kind of deal. What I might do, I still haven't decided yet. I might do the first couple layers of this onion really structured and patterned like this. And then when I get closer to the middle, I might start doing a little more insanity just to mix it up a little bit, but still keep it with some structure. I think there's a bird over there or something. So, yep, these want to slide, which has been the challenge for this weave. Every weave has its own little set of challenges. There's never a weave that doesn't have some kind of little puzzle that you have to solve, even when you've been doing this for a bunch of years like I have been. But honestly, that's part of the fun. If weaving was not challenging at all, I don't know if I'd enjoy it as much. The end product would not be as satisfying. Sorry about that sharp noise. Now, this process is very tedious, and I do understand that, which is why I think you guys should just buy a net for me instead. And yeah, like I said, go check that out down on my website, because these things take a really, really, really long time to build. They're not easy going like a lot of people assume they're gonna be. Yeah, I could easily be working on this. I think I average about 30 hours of work on a net this size by myself. But if it's your first weave, you're not gonna be this fluid and efficient. I think it could take you double that in, 60 hours. So it's like, what's your time worth to you? 60 hours of just DIYing this, or pay someone to do it, Sorry, that was my shameless self-plug. Let's get back to some weaving here. So these are cool because you see this one, it's not directly centered. And I kind of like those like random bits, because if we come back over here to the last one, this point is almost centered to this point here. And yeah, that looks really cool. It kind of looks like a bat actually, but it's these imperfections here, and I didn't do this on purpose, but it's these imperfections that really give a weave its character and like its history and like all that good stuff. So imperfections are not a bad thing, unless you're like blatantly doing something wrong that could, damage the integrity of the net, or just make it a hazard of some sort, or make it an unsustainable kind of thing. Like, I guess there's a lot of things you can do wrong, but an imperfection like that with the shape is not one of them. Ah, damn it. Just gotta slide. Yeah, just kind of slide them back. one slid a little bit too. Yeah, and just like on that last square, once I go back, it just kind of fixes itself, honestly. Yeah, this is looking really good though. By the way, guys, if you guys want to know when the final updates on this net is done and when it's ready to go on for sale, I'm going to send out a newsletter for that, so feel free to join that on my website. You just go on the website, scroll to the bottom, and where it says subscribe, you just kind of enter your email there, and we'll keep you updated on all the cool things we're doing. I'm going to be bringing these out to public parks and stuff, so if you want to come play on them and see what they're like in person, I highly encourage you to do that. So again, I'll put that down in the bio and on the screen right now. Is www.treenetweaves.com. Love weaving. Very meditative thing to do. Yeah, tying these knots are always quite hard, but they go, especially when there's like little holes. Like I said, it's really hard to have like no challenges when you're weaving. There we go. And I think we're going to stop there with the video, mostly because I don't think the engagement on this is going to be this long. But if you want longer videos of this, again, it would really help me if you put some feedback down in the comments so that I know what you guys want to see. But for now, we're going to call this good. And yeah, I'm going to keep weaving without the camera, but I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See ya.